Good evening, hikers, and welcome back to Fearsome Five, the show where truth walks a fine line with terror, and the shadows between the pines hide more than just wind and wood smoke. Every week, I guide you through a tale of some beast that's kept the hardened souls of the Maine lumberwoods looking over their shoulders for generations. This time, we aren't talking about your garden variety critter. No, we're heading deep, real deep, into the cold silence of the dark woods. Somewhere the trees grow too close, the fog settles too low, and the howl of a loon might just be something else entirely. Some of you seasoned listeners might recognize the name. But for those who don't, let me introduce you to the most cunning, brutal, bloodthirsty feline this side of the Great North Woods. The dreaded dingball. Deep within the northern woods, legends whisper of strange and eerie beings that defy explanation. Passed down through generations of lumberjacks and outdoorsmen, these tales speak of fearsome critters. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of these mythical beasts in 5 minutes or less. Traveling alone in these woods is never advised. There's no shortage of things that can befall someone who isn't prepared. Every year, visitors find themselves relying on a seasoned search and rescue team. It's not unusual for a lost hiker to be guided back to town by a local ranger after getting turned around. And though we don't like to talk about it, some folks don't make it back at all. Ask around and you'll get all kinds of answers. Accidents, exposure, getting off trail. But if you press the old-timers, the ones who have worked these woods their whole lives, they might quietly mention something else. A creature that at first glance might not seem all that out of place. The dingball isn't just some overgrown house cat. It's a nightmare stitched into fur and fang. Looks like a big cat, sure. Dark coat, low slung and muscular. But there's something off about the way it moves. Too quiet. Too smart. It doesn't just climb trees, it haunts them. Sinks those claws in and hangs there, still as death. Just waiting for the right moment to drop. Folks say it's picked up tricks over the years. Lures you off trail with sounds you don't want to hear. A child calling for help, the sob of someone hurt and alone, or sometimes it's the most beautiful melody you could ever imagine. And if you answer, it's already behind you. You don't see it coming. All you hear is the wind, and maybe, if you're lucky, the snap of a twig, before everything goes black. You're walking through the woods, alone. The sun's gone low behind the trees and the cold is setting in. Then you hear it. Soft at first. A tune. Not quite music. Not quite human either. Sounds like singing, but not from any throat that should be echoing through the forest. At first you think it's distant. Some hiker maybe, or a voice carrying from the other side of the lake. The more you listen, the closer it feels. Sweet, strange, familiar in a way that don't make sense. It pulls at something in you, a memory maybe, a name whispered just beneath the notes. Before you know it, your boots are moving and your sense of direction is gone. You're not following a path anymore. You're following the song. And that's when it has you. If you ever hear it, really hear it, don't follow. Stop. Turn back. Get to the trail. Because that song, that's the dingball calling. And no one follows it and comes back the same. Once the dingball song has you, that eerie lullaby crawling into your skull, there's no turning back. While you're wandering slack-jawed and in the weeds, that cat's already picked its perch. It's up high, tucked into a crook of a pine, watching, waiting. And that's when it uses the other weapon in its arsenal. See, the dingball's tail doesn't just end in fur. It's got a club of bone at the tip, hard as iron and twice as mean. No claws, no bite, just one brutal swing from above. That club smashes down with enough force to crack a skull or drop a full-grown man where he stands. One hit? That's all it needs. You go down without a sound. Then, it just drags you off, limp and quiet, back into the trees. That's the last anyone ever sees of you. Just gone. Folded into the forest like you were never there at all. And that does it for this episode of Fearsome 5. Hopefully this will help you stay a bit safer on those trails this year. It's already been a busy season and the paperwork is piling up at the station. If you could help us out by dropping a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you ain't already done so. Keep those lanterns lit and stay safe out there, hikers. We'll talk soon.